Howdy folks, it's me, Manic Mark, coming to you from the bunker system. And today it's beautiful outside. It's t-shirt weather for sure. It's amazing. You know, I may have to mow the lawn in March. I don't know if I've ever done that before. But I may have to. But not today. I started working on the garden, so I gotta say, here's some Manic Mark garden experience. Limited as it may be, from a man's point of view. That fiberglass cloth you can buy that's supposed to keep weeds from growing up through it seems like a really good idea. And I put it under a rock bed that I put in last year. So I still think it's a good idea in some applications. But if you put it down and you put mulch over it, it's great for 2 years, 3 years. After 3 years, the mulch starts to, to turn into soil. And what happens is those little, up here we have, they're like wild onions, okay? They grow all over the place. Well, they taste like onion. You can eat them. Anyway, they grow and you pull them up, and the balls, they're underneath they grow through the stuff, and you pull them up and you can't get the part that stays in the ground as it breaks off. And there's a grass, a real grass with an extensive, it's a heavy root system. You can pull it up with your hands if you can get to the roots, but if you can't get the roots out, it goes crazy, and then other little weeds grow in it, and pretty soon you're crazy because you can't kill all the weeds. So I pulled that out. So I pulled up all the iris, everything. It was like massive. Yanked all that stuff out, the iris bed, dug it up. Anyway, what else was I going to say? That's about it. And I love ivy. I've got this ivy, but man, it's very invasive. It's not like the trumpet vine, the bastard. Trumpet vine, you bastard. I'll never be able to get rid of that damn thing. Oh, let's put the trumpet vine in. Not a good idea. Oh, it'll be pretty. Yes! Except that, anyway, never mind. Let's go right to the records. Did I have a story? One story. I'm at Sam's. I'm pulling in. I drive a rusty car. Okay, it's the Jeep. 92. It's a 92. The doors are rusted. It looks like crap inside. I was going to use the S word, but chose not to. But the underneath of it, it's fine. It's amazing. It's held up really well. There are other things I won't go into, but oh yeah, another story. I got the '88 Jeep back with the top off. I wanted to drive it today, but the battery was dead. That happens over the winter, so I got that on the battery charger. But remember I had that problem last year, the thing flooding? Okay, I took it to my handy-dandy local garage guy, and the damn thing stumped him. I don't know why. It's I put a throttle body injector on it, a GM. And everybody, whenever I say that to a garage guy, it's like, oh yeah, there's a GM throttle body injector, no problem. But then he had it for months, and I got it back, and I went down. I was going to pay him, and he said, well, you put the computer module back in, and it runs okay now. No charge. They just gave up. They gave up on my problem, so I know I'm going to have it again. God knows what it is. I have a friend who says, we can deal with it. But now it's got the new computer module in it for the GM throttle body, so it's not like I can even go back. And the wiring harness is all cut apart, the pieces. So even if I wanted to go back to a simple carburetor, I couldn't. This is an illustration of why government sucks a bag of dicks. I shouldn't go into this because I got it records. I won't. Anyway, it's the government's fault. My Jeep's up. I bleeped out the F word. Now, you're probably going to say, Manic Mark, how lucky are you? I got the Volume 1 and Volume 2, two record set, 100 movie greatest hits, the rare, as nationally advertised on TV on the TVP record label, the rare volume record set. Movie themes. No, it's not rare. It's budget. And that's the reason I bought it, because nowhere on here is it clear whether or not these are the real. Well, they could be. I'm thinking they're not. I don't know. I'm thinking it's all covered by an orchestra, a studio orchestra, session bands, whatnot. So I'm hoping there'll be some treasures on it. Anyway, it was Earl Grant Day at Half Price Books. Somebody dumped the Earl Grant record collection. Just posted one this morning, not from today's finds. This is one of his earlier Decca Decca releases. He made a pile of records. An organist. This is Earl Grant, 2 record set best of on Decca. Ooh, I didn't notice that. It's got the gatefold and it's got pages on the inside of it too. The Earl Grant story on Decca. Dynamicon, Ray Martin, Stereo Action, 50 cents. Half-price books. I probably already have it, but I don't know if I have a copy that's this clean. This is a very clean copy. Hard to find clean covers from that series. Did I ever show you? I'm going to show you again. What's cool about the whole series is RCA put it together to help sell their stereo technology. Is that the inside cover is this glossy, heavy cardboard cover, and the outside cover is die cut, so it shows through. How inventive! He cared that much for me. It's the Temple 3 and D. You want to know what D looks like? There's a picture of D on the back cover right there. That's D, surrounded by the Temple 3. It's the Singing Browns and Johnsons. Singing Browns and Johnsons. Ooh, looks like he's playing some kind of fancy national dobro on the back. That's probably a tricone. That's pretty awesome. Local on Queen City Records, it's Willie B. and the Drifters Caravan. There's the Drifters Caravan with Willie in it. Right there. They're in Germany in that photograph. They're in Germany. It's gotta be, I have no idea, about 1965, mid-60s? Don't know. Local. Another Earl Grant. I think I've got this one, but this is just like minty fresh, so I picked it up. Also, half-price books is so weird what they think is valuable. I found a Kai Winding on Verb. This had fine jazz label, Verb. Mondo Cane #2, Kai Winding. That was pretty exciting to get that. Minty fresh. Another lounge record. Or not another one, but another private press. This one I think is lounge. Bobby Lee, stock cover. That's what Bobby Lee looks like on the back. Wait a minute, Bobby, you kind of look like Bobby Goldsboro. Remember Bobby Goldsboro's haircut? Bobby Lee's got Bobby Goldsboro's haircut. Doesn't that just take you back? Latin, Satin, Perez Prado and his orchestra, also in the 50-cent bin. Lovely. Ooh, hey, there's a photograph of Perez if you don't know what he looks like. That's the first photograph I've seen of him. Right there on the back. This probably won't be any good, but I bought it because of the great cheesecake cover. Richard Heyman. Richard made 2 or 3 really great space age, one Exotica and a couple space age records. Conducts pop concerts and sound. I'm not sure. There's some great songs on that, but sometimes he just doesn't come through. On Time. I don't know who Bellini is. He's probably a guitar player. I really don't know. I picked it up because the cover was pretty awesome. Also 50 cents. Probably shouldn't have been in the 50-cent bin. The minty fresh copy of Bang, Baroom and Harp, Dick Shorey percussion album that I have. That's pretty awesome. This will probably suck, but I don't have it. I'll give it a shot. Cha-cha-chaws. Ernesto Aquino. I've got some of his stuff. It could be okay. This looked like great fun. $1 Billion Brain. I had to pay $2 for this. $1 Billion Brain. It's a movie soundtrack, movie starring Michael Caine and Carl Malden from 1967. It looks like a mind-bendingly wacky thing. Okay. Also for $2, I had to buy it. MCA, Jesus Christ Superstar. Now, don't really care about that, but, and I can't tell you what the date is on this, but there's such little information. See, there's nothing on the inside other than some pretty decent, uh-oh, the furnace is on. That's not good. I got the door open upstairs. It looks like it was imported. Britico, Gima, like, I think Leeds, is that, it's from England, I think. It says various artists on it. They give the credit to Lloyd Webber and Tim Rice, but various artists? What does that mean? It's a mystery. I had to pick it up to find out. For trade, Kodo Melodies, popular Kodo Melodies of Japan. I've got one. That's plenty. Who can listen to more than one Kodo album? Fever Tree. Who's Fever Tree? Fever Tree. There's a big chunk out of the cover, but I think it's going to be psychedelic. There's a bit of a poem in here from one of the band members from an unpublished poetry collection titled Witching, Warring, and Wild Wonderment. And there's some notes that are signed Love Fever Tree. And I probably shouldn't go on too long because the record probably, I don't know. I always go on too long and then I go to the next record. Vinyl. Vinyl Hampton, Silver Vibes. That should be good. I like vinyl. Another religious record, not from here, but from Champaign, Illinois. It's the Powell family. Now it looks good. Look at the size of that family. But they got a couple electric guitars, nice hollow bodies. Oh, that's a hollow body bass, electric bass. That's pretty awesome. Anyway, I picked this up. I'm going to sell it on eBay to see how I do. It's the third copy of one of my two most favorite oddball religious albums. Marsha Johnstone's probably #1, but this, she comes, Ruth Tilly comes in a close second. The reason I find so many of these is because it's local. She was from Florence, so people just kind of dump them, and nobody else wants them but Manic Mark. But this woman has no sense of timing whatsoever, and she's written many, if not all of these. They're all her songs. It's really amazing stuff. I'm going to sell it on eBay. This looks like fun. Flick Themes. Flick Themes on Pickwick. Later, it looks like 70. It has to be 72. Otherwise, why would they say it on the cover? Jeez. Shaft. I picked it up. There's the cover from the theme from Shaft. Another private press by Joe Wayman. I think he may be a name. The album's titled Colors of My Rainbows, and there's song titles on the album like I Hate Green, and brown's the saddest color. Just realized I'm wearing a very sad collar today. I was so happy up until now. Next, Ray Conniff. One of his later albums. He made some later stuff that was... Anyway, this is a 70s deal right there, 76. He covers theme from Police Story, theme from SWAT, the song from MASH. Welcome back, Kata. Last but not least, I've got this one. Probably won't feature it, but it's a sound effects record, okay? But the last song, it's definitely the same cover. If it's the same record, right at the tail end of it, there's an Exotica tune. Who would have thought? It's pretty weird. I liked it. Anyway, look at the tiki drummer. Look at him. He's still dead. I promised I was going to take it apart and try to fix it right in front of you, but I haven't done that yet. Anyway, this video went on way too long. Enjoy the song. Welcome to summer. Get out your damn lawnmower.